My name is Kauhi Hoopii. I am a licensed massage therapist. I've been a massage therapist for 35 years now. Licensed as a massage therapist for 20 and been doing it for about 35 years now. I started doing massage from a very young age and was taught by my grandmother, who was on the island of Maui. She taught me the art of lomi lomi, after which I took a little hiatus and then went into massage school and graduated from the Sensory Development Institute in St. George, Utah. After having been doing massage for a few years, I then took over the school that I graduated from and became the director of education there. And so I had an opportunity to work with students, to train, to license, and to certify them as massage therapists. I've had the opportunity to work at many different spas and have had lots of experience working with a lot of people from all over the world, which is a great opportunity. You meet many different people, you work with different personalities, and so that's why I absolutely love doing massage. I've had the chance to work in Park City, Utah. I've had the chance to work on Maui. I've had the chance to work here in many different hotels, and so the experience that I bring to Skin Institute Internationale is wonderful because I get to work with students and be very personal with them, to share the experiences I've had, and to be able to let them know that I care and I'm passionate about this work that I do. There's nothing worse than having someone represent you in a negative way. And so what I bring to TSI is that for me, doing this work on people, it's not a job, it's actually a passion. And so this is what we'll bring to the program, is to teach them actual hands-on, to actually have them experience what it is to be a massage therapist, not for the money, but for the simple fact that when people leave, they'll have the best experience of their life. I've been doing massage for a long, long time, and so with students that I work with, we'll be doing hands-on. We'll actually be giving them the experience and the joy of actually knowing the body, and not just a memorized routine that you can take with you, but they'll be here learning, they'll be here hands-on, they'll be here experiencing what it is, feeling what it is, and being able to give that to the people that they're working on, not just their clients, but also for the rest of their life, which will give them experience, which will help them to become better practitioners, better body workers, and better people just because of all that they do. So I was born here on the island of Oahu, born and raised, after which I left for almost 20 years and moved to the mainland in southern Utah. Eventually I made and found my way back home here to Hawaii, but my passion has always been massage. It's always been a special form of massage known as lomi lomi. I started out as a massage therapist, but eventually got back to my roots of doing lomi lomi, and now I'm known as a kumu, or a teacher of lomi lomi. And so I work with students, teaching them not just about massage, not just about body, but also about the spiritual side and how important it is for them to work from the inside out. I've been a massage therapist for 35 years and started my journey of lomi lomi with my grandmother. Her name is Helen Kuoha. And she started teaching me from a very early age, actually when I was 7, doing massage without having me know it was massage. Her style of teaching me was through personal experience, everyday work, and as she had me do special duties or chores around the home, that was interpreted into massage. And so sort of like the Karate Kid with learning how to wax on and wax off, not knowing why he was waxing on or waxing off, eventually he knew why, or the purpose of what he was doing and the importance. And it was the same experience for me growing up with grandma and her teaching me that hard work in the yard, cutting trees, trimming bushes, and doing very hard, strenuous manual labor was the way that she was teaching me. After a week long of doing this type of work, it was a treat for me to receive body work from her because of the hard work that I did, and knowing that I was hurting and knowing that I was going through pains and aches, that she would work on me. And so growing up, lomi lomi to me was just another way of life. And that's what is so important that she instilled in me, is that lomi lomi is more than just body work, but it is a way of life. And it started with learning respect. It started with learning about people and being close to them. Eventually, she explained to me after years of practicing with her each and every summer on the island of Maui that I was to do lomi lomi and I was to carry on the family tradition. And this led to me having a love and passion for doing body work. Her very simple philosophy was, if something hurts, fix it. And there was no limits or there was no special techniques that you had to learn. It was basically listen to your person you're working on and fix them whichever way you needed to. And that's the theory that I use with my students nowadays, is find out what's hurting, find out what's wrong, and fix them from the inside out. It's a great way to teach people how to work because most people are stuck in a routine, and when they get to spas they have a 50-minute time limit that they're working on. I teach my students that the 50 minutes doesn't matter, that if you're working on someone, you'll be intuitive enough to figure out what their best needs are, what to do, what kind of pressure to use, and how you're able to fix them in that time period, giving them the best treatment that they have possible. The theory that my grandmother used was basically, if you're not ready to work, then you don't work, and you fix yourself and make yourself right. And that's the whole purpose or the importance behind the style of lomi lomi I use, is if I'm not right with the person, or if I'm not mentally there for them, I need to get myself straight in order for them to receive the best possible treatment that they can receive. And that was what my grandmother taught me, and that is what I'll teach my students here at Skin Institute Internationale, is that the person on the table is the most important, and it is not about the money, it is not about the time that you're with them, but it's about the purpose that you're with them, to give them the best possible treatment that they have come in to see you for, and that they'll be able to leave knowing that they had the best treatment possible.
So I remember meeting Kauhi over 12 years ago in St. George, Utah. And at that time you were the director of the Sensory Development
Correct.
Institute at the Green Valley Spa in
Correct.
St. George, Utah. And I remember meeting you and talking with Kauhi, and I was touched immediately by his spiritual energy and his soul, and it left a lasting impression in my mind. So when I opened the Skin Institute Internationale here in Hawaii, it was a decade later, but I knew that Kauhi had moved back to Hawaii from the mainland, and I knew I had to track him down.
And she did. She found me.
I did, and I remember telling you it was like I stalked you, but it's a small island.
It is.
As far as who knows who, and I just kept talking to certain friends of yours that knew you. I remember going into a hotel that I had heard you had last worked at. I just really did a lot of work to track you down, and I think that the timing was right, and for us to work together, and so we are so thrilled and excited to have Kauhi be an addition to our team here at the Skin Institute Internationale. How privileged are we to have someone of this caliber join our team, and also how privileged is any individual that wants to participate in a massage therapy program to have access to someone like Kauhi with his experience and the incredible energy that he brings.
Well, with your program, I remember your program in St. George, Utah, and what a wonderful campus you had. And so I knew that stepping into this program would be the exact same way. And so I was excited to get things started again and have you find me and keep this tradition going. So I'm excited to get this program going at the TSI because the facilities are wonderful, just like how you had in previous. Working in a spa-like atmosphere, which is very rare to find instead of just a classroom setting. So I absolutely love this program because of the experience that they'll have, feeling like they're working in a spa, which will give them the best experience to get out there and work and feel like they've just moved from classroom to classroom and it's just another place for them to feel comfortable at working. So it's an exciting opportunity to be working with estheticians, to be working with massage therapists, and who knows, being double licensed to be able to do both would be a great asset for all the students that graduate from here and be able to move into that world of spa or whatever they feel like they're moving into. So it's a great opportunity for them to experience what we have here at the TSI.
Well, thank you. for
I
being
appreciate
here.
it. Thank you.
It's our
We're
pleasure.
excited.
Thank you for watching the Skin Institute Internationale channel. Please check us out on YouTube, Instagram, and Facebook. The links below.